the Word of God is quick, powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword. Here's Bishop Nolan White with a quick word.
Acts 27:25 says, "Take courage, for I believe God." In this story, Paul, who makes this statement, is actually a prisoner. They're on their way to Rome, and they run into a ferocious storm. Ultimately, the storm is so bad that it destroys the ship. The cargo that they were carrying had to be thrown overboard, and everyone was left to swim ashore or hold on to broken pieces to get to shore. But here's what I want to highlight from this. In the face of being in a storm that is tumultuous and destructive and, quite frankly, deadly, Paul was able to look at everybody and say to them, "Take courage." And here's the reason why. He says, "For I believe God." The first thing I want you to consider and ask yourself, do I really believe God? With everything that is going on, do you believe God? Yes, I believe God, but things seem to be so hard. Well, imagine Paul being on a ship as a prisoner, and this storm, he's in chains, and this storm is tearing everything apart. And yet in the midst of that, he tells them, "I know I'm a prisoner. I know I don't have a voice. I know I'm insignificant in your mind, but you take courage because I believe God." Now, my challenge to you today is for you to get your wit about yourself, pull your bootstraps up, square your shoulders, hold your head up, and acknowledge that God's been good to you. Acknowledge that many of the things that you have encountered, I used to tell the people at the church, I said, this isn't the first time you've been broke. This isn't the first time your body wasn't well. And if you look back over your life, God brought you through and God brought you out. You have a history with God because of your experiences. And you know God is faithful. You know that God will know, and I haven't been through this before. I understand that. But the COVID is not bigger than God. I just said something important. The labor problems is not bigger than God. Believe God, because there are people who are looking to you. You may not go around the office preaching and quoting Bible verses and all of that. You don't have to. But you can say, "Listen, I believe God. I don't know how, I don't know when, but one thing I do know is that God is faithful. He is faithful to deliver. He is faithful to help. And therefore, I believe God. And since I believe God, then trust me when I tell you, everything's going to be all right." I'm praying for that for you. That it will be your declaration that when it's hard, when you can't see your way, when you are faced with a challenging situation and you don't know what to do, when your team, your staff come to you distressed and distraught, you'll calm them down and give them the blessed reassurance. Take courage, for I believe God.
Thank you for joining us for a quick word. Go out there, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and do your friend a favor, share it with them. See you next time on A Quick Word.